Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, how on a day? How on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oyendo Mazinam Kano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, USB, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands Biafra has come. In your hands Biafra will be safe. And in your hands, now that Biafra has come, the people of Biafra will rejoice. When I say the people, I say mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the mild, the, oh my God, the young, please don't join the army. The young, don't join the army with the beggar. The young, do not join the army. Fellow Biafrans, I'll go straight to the point today. What you're about to see here is the breaking news. Simon Ekpa has been vindicated. We know almost a year and a half ago, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa warned all Biafrans that are still in the Nigerian military to resign or abscond, go AWOL, absence without leave, run away from Nigerian military, because when things begin happen, there is fire on the mountain. When things begin happen, now on our head, you think will touch first. Because we know about the Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa, and the rest of them. They have come to Islamize Nigeria. Somebody called them their foot soldiers, their warriors, their foot soldiers. Think about that. The foot soldiers, those that will go on the ground, city to city, block to block, village to village, compound to compound, house to house, street to street, town to town. The foot soldiers. Somebody called them their foot soldiers. And that man till this day, Shegumi, is telling them, he's warning Nigeria not to even touch the Boko Haram. Don't attack them. Don't offend them. Respect them and appreciate them. Do a deal with them. Strike a peace deal. A peace accord with terrorists. We all heard Simon Ekpa a while ago in his broadcast, which will play a snippet of it. He told us and warned the Biafrans, the youths, not to join Nigerian military. Or, if you're already there, it's time for you to resign. If they refuse to sign or accept your resignation, you go on AWOL, absence without leave. Leave that nonsense, because your death is guaranteed there. They will buy you. They will buy you. So what you are seeing here now is many soldiers fear dead as Boko Haram overruns Nigerian army base in Borno. Borno again, Borno State. Our people in Borno, making a wake up, making a wake up. Because that's the base of the Christians. The Christian soldiers they send to the north. Borno is special. It is sacrosanct. Things are happening there. So whenever they attack Borno, if you notice, they always come there to attack the army base. They will claim they've kept all the whole ammunitions there, the armory. They've paid billions for armory in Borno, not knowing it's a game. Yeah, in the night, Boko Haram will come and claim, oh, they've taken over the army base by people, and all the armories are gone. And before you know it, the Fulani cabal and their cronies are making billions. Because no ammunitions were bought there. It's a plan, it's a game they play to pretend as if the billions they spent on the ammunitions were stolen by the headsmen. At this point, I want us to go back to the words of our Prime Minister, Obatobie, where he warned us. He warned the Biafran men and women to stop this nonsense we are doing. We are at war. The war has not ended. So why are you going to join the military of your enemy? The war has not ended. Let me take you to our Prime Minister in these great words. Please listen and pay attention.
From on, we want to use the opportunity to call every personnel, Biafra personnel or Biafra person serving in Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, Nigeria Navy, Nigeria Air Force. If you are serving in all these institutions mentioned now and you are very close to Biafra land or you are in Biafra land, resign. Resign. They bring you to Biafra, resign. Because once you have that uniform on, we don't know who you are. You are the enemy and you are our enemy. It is a last warning and last call for you to resign. If you are deployed to Biafra territory to kill, pull off your cloth and resign. And look for contact where you can contact me or some of your group if you want to serve the Biafra army or the Biafra forces. You are welcome. You will be treated and respected. Biafra will value you, and once you fight for Biafra, it is something that you should be proud of. So every one of you that are serving within Biafra territory, today is your last day. Both police, today is your last day. Army, today is your last day. Navy, today is your last day. Except you are not in Biafra land. If you are not in Biafra land, it is your problem. You can die in the north, that is your business. Pull off your cloth and stop killing Biafrans. We'll catch you in that uniform, it does not matter who you are gone.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. One more time.
We want to use the opportunity to call every personnel, Biafra personnel or Biafra person serving in Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, Nigeria Navy, Nigeria Air Force. If you are serving in all these institutions mentioned now and you are very close to Biafra land or you are in Biafra land, resign.
Resign, resign, resign. All those in the Nigerian Navy, Air Force, Police, Military. Resign, resign, resign. Go back to your family. Go home. You deserve to be with your family. You deserve to be alive. Don't allow Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa to take you out, to buy you like chicken, to unalive you like chicken, to slit your throat from ear to ear like chicken. Go home. And if you're a Biafran, you know what to do. Go home. Resign. What are you fighting for? For Tinubu? Are you fighting for Tinubu? The Nigeria run by Tinubu? Or the one Nigeria that is being run by the cabal? What are you fighting for? Resign and set yourself free. Go to your family. Set yourself free. Go to your family. Go and sin no more. That's the gospel of Simon Ekpa. He gave you the leeway. If you want to join the Biafran forces, fine. But if you're a Biafran in Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Navy, and all those things, resign, resign, resign. Those are the words of our Prime Minister. Those that were pied today, if they took the advice of Simon Ekpa, by now they will be with their family. But you guys don't listen. I understand there is poverty in the land, there is hardship, hunger. There is no job in Nigeria. I understand that. But they say there is dignity in your place of work. What are you doing? Why are you working for the army? Working for the police? What do you want to gain? What do you want to gain? Do what is right. Do what is right. Resign or go on AWOL. Absence without leave. AWOL. Let's continue.
Resign. They bring you to Biafra, resign. Because once you have that uniform on, we don't know who you are. You are the enemy and you are our enemy.
My Prime Minister, they don't even bring them anymore to Biafra land. What they do is they send them to the north. They use them to complete their shady deals. They claim they've spent billions on armories, on all those things, on weapons. and that the weapons are stored somewhere. Always Borno or Bonu. I don't know how they pronounce that state. They will claim they've spent billions and their armory is filled to the teeth. In Borno State, they send the Christian Biafrans and some of the Yorubas who are Christians. They send them there. Middle Belters, they send them there. And before you know it, in the night, Boko Haram will come, buy as much as possible, break the padlocks of the armory to pretend as if they took all the armories. You see, I've got friends in Abuja that were telling me things. He said, the soldiers, you are saying, those military men, they are the richest in that so-called Nigeria. They are the richest people that then get money pass in that so-called Nigeria. That all the houses you are seeing in Dubai, all those Airbnb, they are owned by soldiers and politicians, not just the soldiers. I said, but how can soldiers, how much do they want to steal? Is it people's pension or salary? They say no. That this Boko Haram thing is a new phenomenon now. It's a new phenomenon. They will claim they've spent billions to fill up the armory. They bought the weapons, everything. Then they will now plan with Boko Haram. Boko Haram will go there and break it down and take everything. Then they'll go behind closed doors. The French company, the company that sold them the goods will take the goods back and before you know it, they share the money. They share the money. Nigeria government will pay the money for you to buy the armory. When you claim you have bought it, you will now send Boko Haram to go to that place to scatter everywhere, to break all the whole chains and padlocks of the armory. They will not claim, oh, all the armory that were bought were stolen. Nigeria. Hi, God. I said, what? He said, bro, it's a business that they are doing. Sometimes they bring in those goods, they do what they do, then they send the goods back to the seller and they share the money. What they want was the audit trail, the documentation to show that those goods, they came in. I said, but how can they be working with Boko Haram? He said, not them. When I hear that one, say my head scatter. He said, not them. I became confused. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I asked him again. He said, look, that's the way they roll. That sometimes when you see all these things happen, for example, he said in Zamfara, because of that gold you are seeing, those you call Boko Haram and terrorists, in the night time, yes, they claim, okay, in the daytime, they buy people, all those things, but in the night, they are doing security, concierge, customer service, stewards, and guards for those who are carrying those gold. I said, what do you mean? He said, yes, those you call Boko Haram, in the daytime, they buy people, yes, but in the night, they are doing concierge, they are doing customer service, they are security guards, they are stewards. For those from China, from Saudi Arabia, flying in from Dubai, flying with their private jets to carry those gold. I said, wow. I said, yes. All the whole mine gold, they will come from Dubai, UAE, Kuwait, UAE. They come in with their private jets. Those you are calling Boko Haram, they will now form a formation, block everywhere. Nobody, no Tom, Dick, and Harry can come around that location. They will now come with the private jets, carry the gold, pay them in dollars, and leave. When I heard this, I said, now I understand what's going on. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is now a dog-eat-dog world. Dog eat dog. That's Nigeria for you now. But let's continue, Obatobi. Let's continue.
It's a last warning and last call for you to resign. If you are deployed to Biafra territory to kill, pull off your cloth and resign. And look for contact where you can contact me or some of your group.
There you go. If you are wise, for some of you that they will send. But now, with their new tactics now, is to use people that look like us, Ibubayago and the rest of them, to do what they are doing. That's the new tactics, because Nigeria think they are clever. They have come with the format because they know that when they wear the Nigerian military uniform, we can point on them as being the ones committing the genocide in Biafra land. So they've borrowed the leaf. They have borrowed the leaf from what the one they called Jack, Yakub Gowon said. Say, had he known, he would have bribed some few people to buy Ojukwu and end Biafra. He said it. If he had known that some people out there, what they want is money to sabotage their own, he could have bribed a few heads. And those few heads will go around to sabotage Ojukwu. And before you know it, Biafra is dead on arrival. So what they are doing now is this concept of Ebubeago and all those things that they're using now. Even Soludo, a guy who you claim he's a professor, a first class holder, as you all called him, a man who passed out with distinction. Can you not see that sometimes those your schoolwork, your theory is different from practice or practical? Those with the theory knowledge, you studied your book to get first class, but now to apply them, you cannot. How can a governor be acting this way? A governor employed boys that were doing the unthinkable in the old Anambra state. Someone with a first class that you will assume, oh, with this one being a first class holder, things go there, but no. On paper, yes, he had first class, but to apply what he has studied, he cannot. That's why you see what's happening in the old Anambra state. Let's continue. Very, very sad.
To serve the Biafra army or the Biafra forces, you are welcome. You will be treated and respected. Biafra will value you, and once you fight for Biafra, it is something that you should be proud of. So every one of you that are serving within Biafra territory, today is your last day. Both police, today is your last day. Army, today is your last day. Navy, today is your last day. Except you are not in Biafra land. If you are not in Biafra land, it is your problem. You can die in the north, that is your business.
It is their problem. They can buy in the north, that's their business. And today it's happening. Today it is happening. Those that say, okay, we are far away in Borno, we are in Benue, we are in Jos, we are not directly in Biafra land. We can still be in the military, but once they impose us to Biafra land, we will come change and run away, or we become a civilian, or we will now resign because we cannot take the blood of our brothers. If they send me to Biafra land, I will not go. I will run away. I will try to transfer. God have mercy, you guys. You guys are so myopic. Hey, Umuwa. This life, people think this way. You want to outsmart the tortoise. As the saying goes, Koniman die, Koniman bury him. The cabal, they know your plan. They know, yes, this one. Now the money when you want. He's in Benue, he's in the north. He's happy to be in the military. But when you send them to Biafra land, they want to run away. They resign. They run away. They don't come back. They abscond from the military. So what they would do, people like Ona, when they think that way, they go carry on and go for somewhere when they have the so-called armory, where they spend hundreds of billions to buy the weapons. They will put on there. They go sell the location to Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa. And before you know it, while you are there, you are waiting for your paycheck, because these guys, they are greedy, they want to maximize their profit. While you are waiting for your paycheck, see them now, month just end when this happen now. As you're waiting for your paycheck, they will come to that your place and buy on. Where you are there, you are thinking you are protecting the armory, they will come and buy on. Once they buy on, game over. Even your wife or your family or your children, they will not get a penny from that zoo called Nigeria. They say Koniman die, Koniman bury him. They know what they are doing. Didn't you all hear the story of a Yoruba sniper? Lord have mercy. A Yoruba sniper, when they snipe down the Boko Haram them. And because he was so precise, one shot, one buy, one shot, one kill, they got angry. His own men turned around. The Fulani men with him turned around and shot him. Say, you, walai talai, they kill them too much. Walai talai, you they kill them too much. God have mercy. And they shot the Yoruba man. As a bullet, as a soldier, he took some bullet and absconded into the bush with bullet wounds on his body. That was when he now knew it was time for him to run away from the military. Hey, God have mercy. Atalamshi. It's life, man. I don't know how else to say it, but our people must do better. Biafrans must do better. We are at war. We are at war. And today, those stubborn ones that stayed in Borno, they are no more. Obatobie, you warned us. You saw this coming. You saw this coming, and today it has happened. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it there. Very, very sad news. Very, very sad news. But again, before we go, let me show you what's happening here. Many soldiers feared dead as Boko Haram overruns Nigerian army base in Borno. As Boko Haram overruns Nigeria army base in Borno. Who set them up? You all know the answer. Why did they come to the army base? Army base, or your fortress, your own fort. They set them up. Who are those in the army base? The Igbo Christians and the Yoruba Christians. The Biafrans who are still in the military. Those my friends, my brothers from Delta, Wafi, Edo, Ishekiri. They are there. Logoja, those ones from Kini, from Logoja that during the Biafran war, they came to Biafran land to buy also. Logoja. Very, very sad. One of you plus the Fulani men came and you killed my granddad during the Biafran war. Logoja. But today, look at what they're doing to you guys. They're using you guys as pawn to make billions. The armories was looted in Borno. Hi, God have mercy. Our people must wake up. People must wake up. We saw this coming. We knew that this will happen. We knew this day will come. We knew this day will come. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. No more talk. Yeah, Biafra. Yeah, superstar media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. We going back to the land. We going back to the motherland. Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land.